Okay, we'll turn the unit on, let it settle down for a little bit. We're going to set it on the isotope 107 for silver. Start off with. And the frequency here is 81.5 hertz. It's on square wave, and my weight. Okay, I always start out at 0. Maybe 3 to 4 foot from the generator. I don't go out a ways and do a circle because all of the lines converge at the generator, and I want to make sure I get a good directional indication. So with that, let's see what we have here. Okay, you can see I got a good indication here. My rod's starting to open, closes. So what I'm going to do when my rod starts opening, okay, right there, and you see the angle I'm at from the generator, I'm going to mark that when it's parallel to me, right here. So I'm going to mark that at my heel with 10 peg. Now, I'm going to approach it from the other direction. Same thing. And when my rod closes, which is right here, back up slowly till it starts to open, stop. Once it's parallel to my body, I put my stake down also. Now, if you look at this, of course my stakes are a little, not the same distance out. Let me move them a little bit more out so they're about even. Okay, here you can see it. That's a wide, why do I have that? And a lot of people get confused with this. They say, oh, I have 2 lines. Well, that's true. You do have 2 lines. If I go out here and line myself up with the first line and walk out, okay, here it is, right here. And I am in line with that peg. But if I continue on, I'm going to hit another line. Right here. Which I'm in line with that one. So I have 2 targets? No, you have 1 target. And I'm going to show you what separates the LRL500 from other locators. What those 2 lines are, now I do have a large target out there, which is 40 ounces of silver. But what those 2 lines are going to is the ring that's around that silver. Now I'm on square wave, which is a harmonic signal, and it does exaggerate things, but I use square wave to get things excited. Now I'm going to switch to IC, and we should see a difference in the let's go to IC. Now I'm on 0. I just switched it from square wave to IC. Now let's see if our lines changed at all. So I'm going to check this first line. Okay, I'm in line with it right now. I'm going to back up a little bit, walk across it, and see if it's changed at all. Okay, my rod's opening, it's closing. I'm going to line myself up with the generator. I want to make sure I'm on the line. The way I do this, I can tilt my body left to right. See the rod open? Tilt it the other way, it gets parallel. Tilt it this way, my rod's going to open again. So I want to make sure I'm on the line parallel, where the line's passing through my body this way. So now I'm going to place a new line marker here. And I'm going to continue on to this other line and see if it's changed at all, which it has. Now I'm getting this one. Do the same thing, back up, go forward till it's parallel to your body, and mark it, line up, mark it at your heel. Okay, I'm going to go just a little over. This is the IC one. And let's walk and see if our ring has closed anymore. Okay, I'm getting a closure. Let's back up till it starts, always back up till it opens. Go back forward till it's parallel. Check and see if you're in line with your generator. And when you're parallel, mark your heel. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on this IC. We're going to keep going till our rod closes. Okay, we got a closure. We're backing up, and line yourself up and mark. Okay, as you can see, it did close it a little bit more, but it's not enough. We want to get that to one peg because we want to collapse that ring to where we can find. Okay, so I'm going to have to get out of IC, adjust down, move dog, adjust down, go to B. See, my weight factor is at 2. I need to bring that up. I'm going to bring that up to 5. And then go back out, go back up to silver, and I'm already on isotope 1. That's where we've been working. Now this has a completely different power level control. It's at a factor of 5. So I'm going to only go to 30% and see what we have. And let's see where our line's at now. I'm going to start at the original position, where some people would say that's a separate line from that one over there. Back up a little bit, and we're going to walk. Okay, that's gone. The first line's gone. Second line's gone. Okay, I have a line here. Always back up till your rod opens. Go forward until you're exactly parallel to your body. Line yourself up with your generator, that you're standing on the line. Check it by turning your body. If your rod opens, go back the other way. Move forward a little bit. Okay, I'm pretty much parallel. I'm going to mark this one. Now, I'm going to keep going. And the second line is gone. So now we only have one line, original line from the beginning, from the generator. And you can see the original 2 markers here and here, which most people would have chased out, and wherever it ended would have dug an empty hole. So now you've got that one line. So we're going to track that line out. We're going to walk straight down that line. and see how close we are to our silver. And we still have a small radius. You notice the silver, look at my rod, it's to my belly. I'm backing up till it opens. There's the ring that we collapsed right there. And that radius of that ring is 1, 2, 3, right at 4 feet. So we actually collapsed that large area to a 4-foot ring where we can locate our target. Okay, now I'm going to show you what happens when you have two targets and what the benefit of using the LRL500 can do for you. I'm on square wave, isotope 107, which is 81.5 hertz here. No weight cancel, square wave. Let's see how many lines we have. I've set two targets out, two 20-ounce silver targets. So we'll start from this end and make the whole circle. Okay. Line myself up here. We're going to put one down here. We're going to keep going. Alright. Back up till it opens. Come back. Line myself up with the generator. Parallel. Mark it. Keep going. Oh, I have another one already right here. Okay, line myself up, mark it. Keep going. And another one here. Make sure you're walking in a circle and you're not walking out of a radius. Line yourself up and mark it. Okay, let's see what we have. We have 4 lines. Okay, starting back from this end, let's look at these. The distance between this peg and that peg is greater than the distance between this peg and that peg. Now, the reason that I believe that is taking place is because one target is isolated on its own and another one is next to another metal type, which could be iron, could be anything, that coupled across and changed the frequency. Even though you're still getting a hit, the radius of this ring is larger than the radius of this ring. So, how are we going to tell which lines are real? Well, none of these lines are real right now. These are all going to rings. There's 2 rings, one going out this way, one going out this way. I'm going to put image correction on. I'm still at a setting of a factor of 5, and I'm going to adjust it to 20%. Okay, we're going to go to start off with IC. Let's go to 20%. Okay, I'm not going to move the pegs. I'm just going to show you what's taking place and explain why we go. So let's get to this one, see if our line's still there. Factor of 5, 20% weight cancel. Okay, obviously that one's not there. Okay, we have a closure. Line myself up, it starts opening. This one is about 2 foot away from the original position. Let's keep going. There's a second one. We're getting a closure, but look where this closure's at. This closure is a lot closer, maybe 18 inches. Why is that? I'm going to tell you about the dissimilar metals. So since this one was wider on this end, this one was closer, that tells me as it collapsed the ring always moves towards the target. So this ring is shifting over towards the original position of the metal I'm looking for. Okay, that's that one. Let's go to this one. See if these moved. Ah, interesting here. This one hasn't moved. Still the same. Let's see if this one moved. This one has moved. Maybe a foot. So we're going to increase more and see if we can collapse that ring down to one line each. Okay, I increased it to 50% just to see what will happen right off the bat. Now this time I'm going to mark the lines. These are still original peg positions. So let's see where this one ends up. Wow, this is interesting. It's almost on the original outside radius of that ring. So whatever metal it was near was on that side of the radius. Let's see what we have here. Okay, let me work this till I'm lined up good. Make sure I'm lined up good. Back up. Okay, check my... Alright, we're going to mark this one here. This one's already marked because that's the original peg position of where it says the silver should be. So, let's see what we have. We'll do this one first. We're going to walk out and see how close we are to the silver I put out. Just walk on a straight line. Never hit a ring yet. Okay, we're still going. Okay, there's our silver, and there's our ring right here. Now this one is about 4 foot, and there's our dissimilar metal that coupled across and caused that problem with the ring moving this direction. But with IC, it moved the ring back towards the actual target. That's all indications. There's that silver. Now, let's go back to this location, and the reason I'm doing these examples is to show you something. Anytime a signal line passes over a metal that's in the ground, it could be anything, tin, old tin, or iron, whatever. It doesn't make any difference. Now you see this line here was the one I marked. It's going out to the right of that little tree. So we're going to just follow that one out and see how close we are to the silver. Just going to walk between here and see where it's at. Okay, here's a closure. Now remember, you always have a ring around your target, unless you cancel it completely out, which I could do and eliminate this problem. But my silver's over there, so let's see if we can walk and find the radius of this ring. Okay, I was right here, so I'm gonna put a tent peg here. Now I could do this a different way. I could use image correction and bring it up and shrink this down to nothing. Cancel this target out and bring it back in. Okay, here's the other side. Now that's my original closure right there. So I'm going to approach it from 4 different angles just to see if I can tell her. I'm thinking the target's here now. Okay, so let me approach it from this direction. Get a closure. Mark it. Okay, well I ran out of tent pegs, but you can see what's happening here. Approach it this way. Your target's always in the center of your ring. Okay? Now, this target was off a little bit. If you see the tent peg up there, it's to the left of that small tree. The reason it is because of dissimilar metals buried in the ground here. This used to be an old road going through here. So it pulled that line over. That line pulled over. It connects with things in the ground as it goes along. And you got to be able to know those things to knock them out.